Hey everyone, I have two of the new Pat McGrath Labs miniature palettes. This is so exciting. They are called Mothership. Not Mothership, Mothership. I will show you the spelling here. First one I'm going to show you is Bronze Ambition. I have that on today. So this is the Mothership Sublime Bronze Ambition. There are 3 of these. I have 2 of them. The third one is not my type of deal. It is all brights. It is not anything I would ever wear, and I don't want to be fake at all. I don't want to be false, and I am not going to get that one. So I'm going to show you the 2 that I did like and that I did get. I had no idea these were coming to Sephora. They just kind of surprised me on that. I thought they were just going to be on the Pat McGrath Labs website. So this is what Sublime Bronze Ambition looks like. This is a really pretty packaging. It's just really nice. So this one has the same packaging as the Mothership 2 Sublime. Here they are side by side, exactly the same. This is the big size and this is the new smaller palettes. So let's see how they compare size-wise to the larger palettes. And I'm also gonna first swatch this baby for you. You better like metallics if you get this one, because it is metallics with one matte color in it. Here they are. This is the warmer tone of the 2 palettes that I got, and this one is very metallic and very warm. So the texture of these metallic colors are to die for. Look at that. They are extremely soft, extremely creamy and buttery. They're a one swipe and done. Here's your matte color right here. I had to put 2 layers on to show you that one properly. And then this one is sort of like a matte with a little bit of micro glitters thrown in. Sort of a little bit of gold micro glitter thrown into that. So if you like your metallics, which I do, this is a good palette for you. Let's see how they compare pan size and palette size to the bigger ones. These smaller ones are $55 each. Still quite expensive, but you get quite a bit of product. Let's see what they look like side by side. This one's really fingerprinty. So look, this one's so much wider. Of course, it's a much smaller palette. Let's look at the pan size. Looks to be about the same pan size there. I just don't really use these. Haven't been using these palettes, the big ones. So I'm glad they came out with these smaller ones that seem to be more cohesive and more of a single theme per palette. The next one I'm getting is the one called Platinum Bronze, and that one is gorgeous. Yet again, another sort of themed bronzy theme, but it's not warm, it's more cool. So let me show you how I applied this one today. Okay, I'm going to put on my lid this glorious color. Oh, it's so pretty. This bronzy bronze, golden bronze up here in the corner. That's going to be my lid color, and it goes right on a brush. That's for sure. It's very nice and soft. I'm going to do something a little backwards today and do my lid first and then do my crease up from there. And this is just as you expect, going straight on the lid with a lot of opacity. Wow, that is sparkly. Doesn't have glitter in it, but it is just a sparkly, foily metallic there. Okay, next, this matte terracotta sort of color here for my crease. And I'm betting that one's going to be pretty pigmented, so I'm going to dot it in here instead of windshield wipers motion until I get a layer of it, and then I'll windshield wiper. Yeah, that's a nice color. Look at how pigmented that is. Not a whole lot on my brush, but it is, it's there. Whoa! This is going to be a bit brighter than you would think with using bronze sort of natural tones. I'm going to put a little bit of this just beautiful glowing sort of reddish color here, right out here. Darkest color right here in my outer corner. That one was quite dusty. Take a little of that and dot it right at my lash line to make it really dark there. I'm going to dust a little bit of this lightest sort of champagne gold along here and just sort of get that line of that darker matte color a little more toned down. And a little of that darkest color here in the bottom, right here. That has a little glitter in it, a little micro glitter. Taking an e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush and just sweeping that to make it more diffuse. I'm going to take this lightest champagne color and finish the line under my eyes. So these are definitely more compact, more easy to travel with. They're not as heavy. Those bigger ones are very heavy. These are not nearly as heavy, and they're more of a theme. They're easier to use because they are simpler. There are just fewer colors and they all go together better. Texture-wise, I'm finding that one to be, I think, a little more friendly to go on your eye. The larger Mothership palettes, some of these can be quite hard. So here's a metallic from that one and a sort of a satin from that one. These are relatively soft. Their mattes on this particular one are very soft. You don't have the high intensity glitters like these two or shines like these two in the smaller palette. Those ones tend to be a little hard. They're kind of, one of them, this one here is just a pure glitter, and then this one is a little harder in substance, so they don't have any of that going on. They just are metallics and mattes, so none of those complicated, harder feeling pans in that one. Okay everyone, so this is not the Pat McGrath Labs Platinum Bronze Mothership Subliminal that I have on right now. I have on, in fact, another Pat McGrath Labs palette from her Mothership collection. That's one of these big ones here. It is the one that is mostly blues and purples. I don't know the name of it because they don't put it on here for some reason. It's annoying. Anyway, what is so terrible is that this Platinum Bronze palette did not work out at all for me. I tried about 5 different looks with this thing. I cannot get it to work. The colors on here are so dark and so just muddy on that I couldn't get anything to work. I tried several different looks and they're just not working. They are just not working. They're very muddy. I'm going to swatch these and show them to you. They're very dark. There's only one matte in here. They are just very dingy on the skin. I could not get them to work out. They're just not pretty to me. And this is that purple. There's a purple shade in here. You see that purple shade at the top there? That is that color, which I thought was going to be a lot more purple. It is very brown. It's just not a pretty palette to me. Some of them look very streaky on. I'm trying to put them on my eye, and this one here just was very streaky and patchy. I couldn't get this one to work in my outer corner very well. It wouldn't blend once I had it down. It wouldn't blend. If I put it on top of another color that I had on my lid, like this one, it didn't show up. Unless you can rub all of the colors on your eyes with your finger, you're not going to get this much payout off of them. As far as putting these on with a brush, it was just not giving me anything. I guess I would have to wet my brush to put them on and get some impact out of them, but I really was excited about this purple. Online, it looked to be a very silver purple. Even in the swatches online, it looked very silvery purple, but it's not at all. So I ended up using some of the colors out of this palette. It's very messy. This is another weird sort of grayish brownish purple that Pat McGrath Labs has in the palette. I used that on my lid, and then I patted this beautiful bright duochrome on top of it. I used this in my crease, and then my outer corner I just put a little bit of the black. So I am not liking these palettes too much. I don't feel like they're very unique, and I don't feel like this one had good color combination and payoff for me. Coming up, spring releases. I ordered the new Too Faced Natural collection. I ordered the cheek palette, the eye palette, and one of the lipsticks. I'm excited to receive those. I'm curious about these new Urban Decay cushion feeling lip glosses. I'm very curious about those. I may be getting one of those very soon. Just saw these in the drugstore. These are from Kiss, a new eyelash that I tried today. These are called Blowout Lash. The one I have on right now is called Page Boy. These are so light and comfortable. The band on them is super thin. I may have to start using this brand over Ardell because I'm just barely feeling these. They're really pretty. This one I may need to trim a little shorter, but they're very pretty. They're very long. They're very full. And that band is very comfortable, which is unusual for any eyelash for me. Thanks for watching, guys. I was disappointed in these Pat McGrath Labs palettes. I'm kind of just overall disappointed. Her palettes don't give me the excitement that they should. So just overall in general, and these two just really are not exciting. So let me know what you think about these. I know they're a whole lot less expensive than the full-size ones, but they're just not doing it for me. So thanks for watching anyway, and I'll see you next time.